You're welcome to this channel, and I'm not an expert in making this type of video, but this is the beginning of something new for me as a person and as a Nigerian, because it is very important to let you guys know I'm a Nigerian, because in this part of the world, anything about having cats is not exactly welcomed. It's not something that people embrace, but I'm about to start this journey, and I talked about it. I discussed about it. I did very good research before I decided that, yeah, I'm going to try being a cat owner. And it's not just a trial. I know I'm going to do it very well, but there are so much to learn. There is so much I need to understand about these cats. And that is why I made the decision a month ago. And since last month until this very moment, I've been doing very serious research. I've also discussed with some people that are knowledgeable about cats. I've watched a lot of videos. I've done my research about so many. In fact, I've done my research about too many things about what I need to know in order to be a decent cat owner. And if you are here, you're about to get on this journey with me, because this particular channel is fully dedicated to everything about being a cat owner, being someone that understands the relationship that exists between a cat owner and the cats themselves. And just for the record, I've seen a lot of videos and I've seen a lot of people saying that you are not the cat owner, but the cat is the one that owns you. I don't know how that works, but we're about to see it. So I will take you back to when I made this decision. That was a month ago. I did my research and I found a very close veterinarian in the place I reside in Nigeria. So I discussed with the vet. He also has a couple of cats for adoption. So I told him that, okay, I'm interested in being a cat owner. I've never owned a cat in my life. I've never owned any pet in my life. In my family, we've never owned any of them, but I'm about to break that cycle and become one of those people. So he had a couple of questions to ask, and I answered each of those questions. And just the week that I was supposed to pick up my cats, like we decided that, okay, this on a particular weekend that I'm supposed to pick it up. That was last week. Just the week that I was supposed to pick it up, 3 days to the pickup date, something unbelievable happened. Like something insane happened. What was that? I basically lost everything. I'm not even kidding. I lost everything that I've been working for in my whole life. Like, it's just insane. It's seriously insane. Like, I will just attach the videos there, because what happened is even hard to talk about it. But the simplest way to put it is that I lost everything. What happened is that just on 3rd of June, I decided to move from where I was living to a new apartment. I was living in a room, self-contained. So I decided to, okay, let me move into a place that is more convenient for me for the type of work I do, because I work remotely. And I wanted a place where, okay, I can have a room that I will dedicate to making videos, and then the other room is where I basically live. So I made that decision last month, and could you believe that just a month later, that was when the whole house got flooded. I'm serious. Everything got flooded. I lost everything that I've worked for. Every property I have, everything like basically got crushed down to zero. And do recall, this was just like 3 days before the day I was scheduled to pick up my cat. Even everything that I already had in place, waiting to welcome a cat into my home, everything got damaged. So at that point, I had to basically start life afresh. And funny enough, in this part of the world, we pay yearly rent. So the house I rented in that got flooded on 3rd of July. That was exactly a month from when I paid the yearly rent. It got flooded after 1 month. So at that particular point, I had to make a very serious decision. And that decision was to move from that particular area to a completely different area. So I basically spent the next week searching for house. Like, I was basically house hunting like a crazy man. I had to search across different places, across the several areas. Where could I find a house? Where could I find a house that has enough space for me to do my work, for me to live conveniently, and also a space to own a cat? Because yeah, despite what happened, my plan of owning a cat was still there. So the moment I found a hotel to stay in while doing my house hunting, I had to get back to the vet and tell him that something happened. So I had to explain the whole situation to him, and I told him that this is the situation I find myself in. First of all, I'm thankful to God that I've not even picked up a kitten before it happened, because imagine having a kitten and then having to experience flood. What if, like, I just can't imagine it, but what if the worst has happened? What if I end up losing the kitten just after a few days of owning it? So at that point, I was like, thank you, God, for making it happen in a way that, okay, I've not even gotten this kitten. But I also decided that since I've made up my mind I'm going to own a kitten, I will surely give one a home. So my focus at that point was find a house, relocate, get some things in order, and then what? Bring in a kitten. So long story short, I'm now in a new home. I relocated to a new place. I still don't know if my previous landlord is interested in paying back the rent. I mean, I've only spent 1 month there out of the 12 months that I paid for. I don't know if he's interested in refund, but I talked to him about destruction of properties, and he's genuinely not interested in taking care of any damages. So I just have to live with it. But now, as of this very moment, just a few hours ago, I was able to fully complete the process of adopting a cat. And now that we've gone through the boring parts of my own story, it's time to give you the basic information about the cat I adopted. I decided to adopt a female kitten. She's less than 2 months old, and I discussed with my lady, and the name we decided to give her is Rain, Rain, Rain. So this is the very first kitten that we are giving a home in our place. Honestly, I saw a couple of videos that say that if you are deciding to bring a kitten into your home, it's best to bring two in. And I honestly wanted to do it, but for a first-time pet owner, and being that I understand that, okay, there are also some costs attached to owning a pet, I need to start with one, and I need to rebuild everything I've lost. I need to rebuild my finances before I start considering having an additional one. So if you are here now, if you are seeing this video, you can imagine what is on the way. We're about to start a very interesting journey. You're about to see the adventure of me, Casey, and Rain. So tune in for it. We'll be dropping long form videos, short form videos, whatever we stumble upon. We'll share our experiences with you. We will also have so much to learn about this, because it is a new beginning for me, and I'm sure that there are some other person out there that is also interested in owning a cat, especially in my part of the world where many people don't like the idea, because they say that there are some spiritual whatever as it's just those things you hear. I don't believe them. So before I sign out of this, before the end of this video, just first of all, subscribe, turn on the notifications, leave your comments, connect with us, and join us on this journey. It is going to be an interesting adventure. Thank you.